Hi, my name is Christine. Why am I yelling? A blank table. Ah! Hi, my name is Christine Snaps. What's this? What you need, Pookie Bear? He's famous. Oh, is that a spider? Here's one of my essentials, my dog. I'm a comedy content creator. I spit in the middle of that. I saw a piece of spit. Do it again. Hi, my name is Christine Snaps. I'm a comedy content creator on the internet, and these are my 10 essentials. If you know me, then you don't need an introduction. That probably felt weird. You're like, we know who this is. Is she starting the channel over? No, I thought it would be a fun idea for a YouTube video to do it in the style of a series they do on the GQ YouTube channel, which is, it's called 10 Essentials, or insert famous person here, 10 things they can't live without. They interview musicians, famous people, artists, athletes, and I think it's a really fun series idea, so I thought I would do it for myself. Now, okay, when I was thinking of 10 essentials, the series itself is 10 things you can't live without. And then when you watch a couple of the episodes, the things that people pick are Jolly Ranchers. I can't live without Jolly Ranchers. And I'm like, are we talking deserted island sort of essentials? I'm gonna need a lighter, something to burn. I'm gonna need water. Obviously water is an essential for everyone, but not many people are putting that in their videos. Then I thought, is it 10 essential things for leaving your house? 10 traveling essentials. Okay. Or is it 10 of your favorite comforts that you don't need to survive, but they're these are my 10 things? Or is it if your house was burning down, these are the 10 things you would pull from your house? There's so many possibilities of what the heck this means. I would love to get in contact with a producer of the GQ YouTube channel and ask them, what's the rundown that they give to celebrities when they say they're doing this video. To say that I'm overthinking this video is taking it lightly. I'm just gonna do the video in my own style, because that's the way my brain works. You've seen how some of it works already. You're like, oh my gosh, the thoughts are flying. Okay, let's try and rein them in. Instead, I'm just kind of breaking my essentials up into categories, and within that, there's 10-ish things, more 30 things that are my essentials. These are the things that I can live without, but I like to function with. There's an alternative title. Look at all my things! Look at this stuff! Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my 10 essentials is completely wasteful? I don't know. Completely unessential, useless. Most people are like that. It's one of them. Anyways, let's just get it. You'll figure it out. My first category is my office. These are essentials to have in my office to help make my life more functionable, to get everything that's going on in my brain organized in a physical way. I love paper. I love being able to hold to-do lists and stuff like that. I love office supplies. First of all, Post-it notes. If you're a fan of the channel, you know I am obsessed with Post-it notes. My office wall in general is covered in them. I put quotes on them. I write my to-do lists on them. I like the colors. I like the variation. So many people have sent me Post-it notes in my P.O. box that I have a huge box of stacks. And then every so often, right before this video, I rip off 10 from each of the color stacks and put them all into a mega stack. So I have Post-it notes ready to go, always by my desk. I love paper clips. I love thumbtacks. I love binder clips. These are one of my favorite office supplies. I can't believe I'm talking about this. How simple of a thing is that? I love binder clips. I don't know why. They're so fun and uniquely shaped. This size is my favorite, the big chunky ones. I use this to hold back my curtains when I'm filming in my office. They're like a big clamp. They hold things together. They hold paperwork together. It feels official. Other than that, I use, these are my second favorite type of binder clips. I love when they have a little bit of a design on them. These ones are shaped like cactuses. Someone sent those to me. I've lost or used most of them, but I keep this one as a makeshift wallet. We'll get to that in a little bit. I am very big on writing physical to-do lists and stuff like that. I love a good legal pad. I do not like notebooks for writing stuff in because I'm left-handed and I'm always hitting either the crease of the book or the spiral. It really annoys the crap out of me. So I love a good legal pad. I like the bigger yellow one. Usually there's 3 or 4 lists going on one of these at a time. One's a weekly days of the week to-do list. One's a major to-do list. Another one is video ideas. Another one is editing notes, timestamps of things I need to change, graphics I need to put in. I love pens, obviously. I hate pencils, again, being left-handed, smear everything. My favorite types of pens are, what is this, a Bic pen? I don't know, a Bic pen, these really simple ones with the lids on top. I do like clickable pens, but sometimes I get stuck clicking them. So I like these pens in blue or black, and I like the Bic grippy gel ones, and I like the blue and purple. Otherwise, someone sent me this pen one time. It's like a nice pen that you have to refill the ink on. It's great. It has nice weight to it. This is one of my favorite pens to use. It feels like someone like a lawyer would have this pen, but I have it. A little content creator. I also am very big on highlighters. I have 2 sets of highlighters that I mostly use. This is a neon pack, and this one has like a little of like all the in-between colors. Use these on my like monthly spreadsheets when I'm tracking my finances. And I love highlighting things. If I'm writing someone a birthday card, I always hit it with a highlighter to highlight, I don't know the specific words, birthday, 65. Just highlighting their age so they don't forget. Really big on hard drives to keep important documents on. And all of my YouTube videos, all of my content is backed up on here. I have several of these. I think I have 5 of these. Nowadays, I just buy like the 5 terabyte ones and I store everything on here and I try and keep it very organized. I try my best. I have 2 of these in rotation right now. This one's called Goober Tube. This is where I store all of my YouTube videos and Patreon videos. And the other one that's in rotation right now, her name is Big Bertha. She keeps every other like important document I've ever owned or like creative ideas I have or, you know, old scripts that I've written, stuff like that. These are lacy hard drives. I really like how they have like the orange gel on the outside. That's just aesthetics. Notebooks and planners is a big thing about my office. I always have an ongoing joke book to write down comedy concepts down in. This is not video ideas for YouTube. These are not video ideas for TikToks. These are like bigger concepts. I have at least 3 or 4 of these notebooks. I started keeping these, oh my gosh, at the end of high school, maybe at the beginning of going into college. Yeah, I have stuff in here like, my grandma carries around a bottle of whiskey to drink because it burns just enough to break the phlegm in her throat, ... What? Like, I think that'd be a funny concept to explore. Some of them have themes on them. The current theme for this one says lies from the hometown. That's a very like inside joke. Other than that, I have a planner. This is a monthly planner. I put like major dates in here that I have to go do stuff, or I have deadlines for things like, I don't know, putting a new sticker on your car, or paying your tolls, or people's birthdays. Big on putting people's birthdays in here. I can never remember. Then I always have a running quote book. They're just quotes that I've heard that I like. They can be serious, they can be funny, they can be sad, they can be about love, friendship, loss. I always have one of these running. I have a couple of these that are filled up. This is the current one. And then this one, this is a quote book about like the industry, the TV and film industry, quotes from that. And then I also have a tab in the back about social media quotes. This is advice. These are things that I've heard. These are things to keep in mind when making content. I don't know. It's a different concept. Feels kind of stupid when you talk about it out loud, but these are my things. But these are my essentials for office supplies. This is like what helps me get stuff done and make it work. This is what keeps my world turning, right? And then you just stack everything like that, and you walk around with your stack. It's all perfectly like squared. Okay, next on the table are my work/technology essentials. So I work in social media. I work on the internet. Obviously, I need a laptop and a phone. Try and update this phone as little as possible, software and physically. I just kind of use the phone until it completely dies on me. My background at the moment is of this piece of art that I have a copy of, like I bought a print of. It's these 2 ghosts driving in like a black rainbow car. I don't know. I really like it. My other background, is like this rainbow thing. Yeah, fun. I try and keep it like bright and fun and something that I want to look at. I don't know. Does that make any sense? The screen itself, I always keep a screen protector on my phone. It's so cracked. It's cracked in like 4 different places and there's spider cracks going through it. My favorite apps to go on, my phone notes app. There's over 60 notes I have running right now on my phone. One of them's about an upcoming project. One of them's about comedy bits. One of them is about the book that I'm reading. This one's about improv. I take improv classes and I write down notes after each class. I have horrible memory. This one just says stuff. Just stuff I need to remember, and if I can't remember, it's in my phone. I even have a note on here called Foods I Like. I totally forgot that this was like a recipe that we knew. Sometimes I write it down. Or I just can't, or when someone asks me like, what's your favorite foods and stuff, and I can't remember it, stuff that's not like stuff you can get at a restaurant, I'll write down the food so I remember. Oh, other than that, the app I love the most on here is my podcasts app. I'm a podcast junkie. I listen to them all the live long day. That or I'm listening to music on Spotify. Those are just the 2 apps I use. There's no rhyme or reason. Otherwise, I have a laptop. I actually have 2 laptops. I have 3. I found a relic under my bed, a couple of months ago. I have another laptop that's like kind of an ancient relic, but I keep it around because it has Microsoft Word on it. Otherwise, I use this laptop for my day-to-day for my editing. It's just I don't even know. MacBook Air. here. There you go. It has very low storage on it, so every time I edit a video, I completely wipe the laptop down and like start over. I love putting like these sticker laptop cover skins over the whole laptop. This is like this weird rainbow water droplet thing. If you look at like my background on the computer, the username is Snaps, and I use the emoji with like the lazy funky eye. The background is just like, I don't know, some stock image of some country field, because that's like my happy place, is like big open fields, wide open spaces. And then also there's this little like taped sticky note right here. It used to be the Wi-Fi password, but nowadays it says Command Shift T, which is the keyboard shortcut to reopen an internet tab that you closed. Because I always close out a tab and then I'm like, oh, I needed that. Okay, so I wrote myself the cheat code, Command Shift T, if you ever want to reopen an internet tab. There you go. The other essential for my work is the thing that you're watching on. It's a Canon camera. That's what I use. It's like an M50 or something. I don't even know. I'll send you guys a picture. I'll send you guys a picture of you. My phone doesn't zoom in any more than that. Okay, the other essential for my work or for editing, this is a laptop stand for like when you're sitting in bed. My mom got this for me for like a Christmas present. I never even thought to get myself something like this. It changes like heights, and then also these little buttons on the side, you can change the angle that it's on. This thing is fantastic. Oh, and it folds up like that, so then you can just, I'm not gonna toss it, but you could toss it. The next category of essentials kind of feels like a cop-out because it's such a wide span of things, but I always need one of these in rotation. It's clothes, okay? Walmart men's overshirts are my go-to. These like collared button-down shirts for parties. They're fun for videos. They're eye-catching. They pop. When I go like to the lake or the beach, I wear them over like a swimsuit. It's like a fun patterned men's collared overshirt. I try and find a couple new ones every year. Some type of bomber jacket. Now, I call these types of jackets bomber jackets. I feel like that's a specific definition. Most of the times they have like buttons or snaps down the side. They're like these shiny, that material jacket, the swooshy, but they have like cloth for collars, and it's also like has the matching. They're just like a thin swooshy jacket, and then like the collar and the cuffs is like a different material. I'm obsessed with these types of jackets. These are great. I love these. The bomber jacket. Always need something like that in rotation. I'm always looking for like a new style of one that I like. And then other than that, just a sweatshirt. My goodness, t-shirts and sweatshirts are what I live in. I always need like my top sweatshirts that are my go-to. Like if I'm going on a trip for 2 days, I'm like, let me bring my best sweatshirt. The ultimate best sweatshirt in my opinion is one that's a little bit oversized. The bottom a little tighter and scrunched up. It doesn't just lay on you like a box. Like it has a little bit of a shape to the bottom of it. And then the hood is just a normal size. It's not a super oversized hood. Other than that, shoes. Oh my gosh. I don't like wearing shoes. I like walking around barefoot, but I love shoes. It's a weird, love-hate relationship. Shoes are my essential because I have just essentially one pair of shoes at all times that I'll wear anywhere. These shoes are from Torrid. I probably got them like 4 or 5 years ago. I bought like 2 pairs of them. I'll buy a pair of shoes and I will wear them into the ground, and then I will have to find like my new everyday shoe. I just pick one, I latch onto it, and like that's the shoe that I'm wearing. There's many shoes in the closet, but this is the shoe that you will find my foot in. I also heard it's bad luck to put shoes on a table. An old friend told me that years ago, that her mom said that it brings bad luck. So I always think about that, like don't put shoes on the table. I don't know if that's just like a cleanliness thing and they just use that as an excuse to not do it, but they said it was like bad luck. Other than that, my other essential shoe that I love, I can't get enough of, is a good cowboy boot. Oh my gosh, am I a cowgirl? Do I live on a farm? Absolutely not. I live in the suburbs of a major city. I love a good cowboy boot though. I call these shit kickers. They're just fun to be like, I'm gonna go put my shit kickers on. This brand of boot is the Justin brand. I got these when I was visiting my friend Lacey, who is a cowgirl who lives on a farm. I told her I love cowboy boots and always wanted to get like a pair of my own. This is a size, these are men's. I didn't find any in the women's section that I like. These are a men's cowboy boot. I don't like the pointed toe. I like the little bit of rounded. I like that they're super worn in. I love these have like a nice blue orange design on the back. They go with jean shorts, which is what I wear a lot of time. They're like a sturdy, well-made shoe. It's fun. I got my shit kickers on. Let's go take on the world. When I run my errands, it's either this shoe or it's a shit kicker. And in college, it was a combat boot. Wore a combat boot all the time. Had like 7 different pairs, 4 different shades. Combat boots to the bar, combat boots to class, combat boots to my internship. Oh! Okay. Okay, my next category of essentials are my essentials for leaving the house. First of all, my wallet. Constantly losing this thing in my car. I just never know where it is. I just got this new one. It's blue. It used to be purple. I don't like purses. I think you might as well just have a backpack on you instead of carrying around a purse. I don't know if I should do the crossbody or the shoulder, and the purses are chunky. And knowing me, you've seen my other essentials, there would just be random stuff in there that I don't actually need. So I put money, credit cards, ID, cash in this type of wallet. And then if I am going somewhere and I don't even need some of the cards that are in here, I literally take my ID, a debit or credit card, and cash, and then I use the binder clip, and that's my makeshift wallet. Especially if I'm going to a concert. I'm not bringing a purse. I'm not even bringing a whole wallet. I'm bringing a binder clip of cash. The other things I always bring with me are a pair of sunglasses. I love the really big boxy ones just because they cover the most of your eyeball. I will not spend a lot of money on sunglasses. I do not care. I get a lot of them from the dollar store and I rotate them out. Or you know what, they just break and then I go, oh, great. I'm gonna go spend another $1.25 and I got a new pair of sunglasses. Other than that, I am always leaving my house with this duo, this set. Chapstick, could be any kind. This is a Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean. This one's actually pretty good. Although I heard Burt's Bees actually dries your lips out faster. I don't know. So yeah, I always have chapstick on me when I leave the house, and I also always bring a bottle of eye drops, specifically for contacts. But I always keep those on me. Also, my hair is usually up 99% of the time, so I always have hair ties on me, bobby pins for the back, little like really short baby hairs on the back, and then a headband. I just use normal hair ties, I just use normal bobby pins, and then the headbands I like, cloth-covered headbands. I'll buy like 5 of them, and then they'll stop making them. I've gone through like 3 different generations of headbands that I like. It's a whole thing. It's like a silent battle that I'm fighting between me and like the headband companies of the world because I'm like, stop getting rid of the headbands that I like. If I'm leaving my house to go on a trip, some other essentials that I like to, I mean, there's many things. I feel like my to-go like toiletries bag gets bigger every single year that I'm alive. I'm like bringing things where I'm like, I might need this ointment. What? No, leave it at home. These are like some essentials in the category of me going on a trip, specifically if I'm going somewhere nice in the sun. I bring aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel. A sunburn on vacation is one of the worst things ever. Wear sunscreen. But having that aloe vera gel when you get back to your hotel, your hostel, your Airbnb, your friend's crappy futon, the aloe vera gel on a sunburn after a long day of having fun, that'll get you through the night. That'll get you through the rest of the trip, okay? Without all your bitching and complaining, and you don't have to get a big ass bottle. This is just like a to-go bottle that I constantly keep stocked, okay? Because there's nothing better than going out and having fun with your friends, and then you got a sunburn, and when you get back, you're like, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna lather on this aloe vera gel, and I'm gonna sit in front of a fan and have a beer. Makes or breaks a vacation, okay? Sunscreen, yeah, important. Aloe vera gel, that's an essential. I feel like this is like the thing I've been most passionate about. The aloe vera gel. It kind of looks like green flubber. Other than that, if I'm going on a trip, I have to bring some sort of perfume, some sort of spray. I gotta smell decent. If we've been out running in the Rocky Mountains, we're gonna go to dinner, I don't have time to shower. Gonna need a perfume. This one is Coach Daisy. I don't know. I just really like this scent. To have a little flowery smell, it's essential to have a nice perfume, a smell, a spray, or whatever. Okay, my last category of essentials is just random stuff. Didn't know where else to put it. But I feel like somehow this little trifecta speaks to the core of my being. First of all, if you know me and you're watching this video and you're like, if she doesn't say coffee, iced coffee is one of her essentials, she's a liar, she's absolutely crazy. That's the first thing I thought of. Yes, iced coffee is an essential for me. I love having an iced coffee. I like iced coffee any time of the day, right before you go to bed, right when you wake up. A 2 p.m. iced coffee is the best time of day. Oh, I'm gonna go leave the house, I'm gonna go get a little iced coffee. That sounds fun. Clear the mind, get out of the house, walk around, drive around, do. Iced coffee is an essential, but more importantly, when I come home with an iced coffee, 80% of the time I put one of these insulated coffee sleeves on my iced coffees to keep them cold. Someone sent this to me in my P.O. box years ago, probably 5 years now. I cannot find this woman's like Etsy shop or Facebook store or whatever to buy more of these. It's like the inside has a layer, the outside has a layer. It's cactus themed. It's funny. It's cute. It's insulated. You can hear it. There's like insulation in there. It keeps my iced coffee iced for like 6 hours. Okay. It's great. And like it absorbs of all the condensation that's on the cup, and a lot of the coffee that drips off the lid gets absorbed right into here. It probably needs to be washed. I love these little coffee koozie things. My only stipulation, this one perfectly fits a medium iced coffee at most places. And I always get a medium. So that's perfect. Oh, also it's like an open bottom concept to the sleeve. It's like how they have like the sleeves for hot drinks. It's just that, but an iced one. These iced coffee sleeves that have a bottom makes the coffee fall over like crazy. me and all my paperwork and the way that my life is chaotically just spread out over my desk, I cannot have my coffee and my drinks falling over. So I like that there's like, they cut out the bottom on this one. Every single time I look for iced coffee koozies online, on Etsy, on wherever, they always have the bottom to them, and it bugs the crap out of me. That's why this is an essential, because I found the perfect thing that works for me. You didn't think I was gonna rant about that for a minute straight, did you? Other than that, I always put my coffees on a coaster. I grew up in a household where my mom said to put a coaster under everything. A lot of the furniture pieces in our house were made by somebody in the family, so she likes to keep them nice. So I've always tried and put my drinks on a coaster, okay? This one in particular that I have sitting in my office, I got this at a garage sale. It's like a clear acrylic coaster, and then you could pop out the back and put any type of picture or design you want in here. This is a picture of me in like the 5th grade. I've made TikToks about this before. I call it the humble coaster, so I can look at it, remember where I came from. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of rocking the same haircut right now. I just noticed that. Kind of the layer of the bangs and the, wow. But back when I had like the transition lenses for glasses, I'm wearing a butterfly shirt, for crying out loud. And I'm smirking, okay? I love this. I love putting an iced coffee in this koozie and then setting it down on this coaster. This little duo. Makes me happy. I don't know why. Moving on, front and center right here. I love music, and I need my music as loud as possible in my face on a speaker being projected, 7 rooms away. If I'm in my car, the music is loud. I don't really own a lot of speakers, but someone sent me this karaoke machine, and it's the perfect little portable speaker. The quality is not like amazing, but I like it. So that's as far as a small speaker that would fit on the table goes. Other than that, I have an amp. I play my music off of a guitar amp. Do I play the guitar? No. Oh my goodness. I don't know what half these little buttons and knobs do. Oh my God, it's so dusty. Covered in stickers that I've gotten in the P.O. box. SpongeBob, some from Lacey. Love is love is love. Some from a brewery. So I have a converter from the phone to a headphone jack to an aux cable that plugs into this. And I turn it up as loud as possible. My friend in college used to play music off an amp, and she was selling this, and I said, I'll buy it off you for like $75. When we used to have house parties in college, we would play music off this thing. Sturdy, could survive almost any house party. Or if I'm going to take a shower, put this sucker on the counter while you're taking a shower. It's like you're literally front row at a concert. This is my ideal speaker, a guitar amp. And if you have seen me talk about this before, I did make a video like years ago, a YouTube video called The 10 Best Things I Ever Bought, and I believe this was in the video. That's how much I believe in this amp. As a non-traditional speaker. And then right over here we have stuff to splatter paint with. I love splatter paint as a form of art. My essentials for splatter painting, so I usually splatter paint with like a specific set of colors, usually like a pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I'm also doing a specific project. These are the type of paintbrushes that I use. I do not treat them nicely, okay? These are like the cheapest wooden wide brushes you could get from like the craft store. They probably run like $1.25 each. I splatter paint with my colors, and then I barely rinse these off because they almost work better when they're already covered in paint, and I try and use the same color for each one. These are brushes that I've like retired. I also think they look really sick after like I use them for like 100 projects. These are ones that I retired that still I think would make a fun art project one day to like repurpose them. Otherwise, like here's a whole bin of different types of brushes that I would splatter paint with. Some of them I haven't even touched yet. This one's dyed like a neon seafoam green for some reason. That one's been through the ringer. I have a whole wheelable bin under my bed full of paints. I just use acrylic paint. This is literally just the pinks and the purples and the oranges. I also keep some of the empty bottles too, because I feel like they'd make a good art project one day. I use a lot of this apple barrel acrylic paint or the Americana acrylic paint. Those are just my preference. Those are what I started splatter painting with years ago, and I've never really bothered finding a new brand. You can tell exactly how a paint's gonna splatter by how it dumps out onto the plate and by the brush. The thicker brushes versus the medium versus like the skinny brushes all give you a different type of splatter paint. If you if you want like a big chunk of splatter, if you want the long lines. Too hard to explain. I do not know the science behind it or the rhyme or reason why some paint splatters better or worse or chunkier, or on the project itself it doesn't layer well, or like the paintbrushes throw differently. I don't know the science behind any of it. I've just been doing it long enough that I can pretty much tell how a specific paint is going to do on a specific brush on a specific project. That's what's fun about it too, is like I kind of know, and I just do my own thing and I don't think about it that much. And then I usually get like small paper plates to throw all the different colors. I don't get like those huge paint palettes like Bob Ross. Oh no. What is I? That chapstick. All right, I think that'll pretty much do it. It wasn't 10 essential things, but it was essentially 10 categories of things that I need for work, travel, living, and things that help with my creatively chaotic brain flow. Does that make any sense to anybody? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I post videos on YouTube every Monday and Friday. If you want to check out some more content, you can go head over to my Patreon. For this video, I'm going to post some of my essential things that didn't make the cut. And you're like, what else could there be? Oh, there's always something else. Ugh, your heel cream, because you got the cracked heels. Need a good pair of tweezers. The other thing I can't fit on this table, kind of like something you would scrub a pan with like a bunch of crusted lasagna stuck to it. It always started as a prop. I figured it was a safe space to say that on the Patreon. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Christine Snaps, and those were my 10 essentials. 10-ish. 10-ish essential-ish things. Put a big ish on the whole series. Ish. 10-ish essential-ish things-ish. And I'm speaking gibberish. Oh my god, is that how they came up with that word, gibberish? It took the whole video to figure that out. That's kind of crazy. I need a coffee. Where's my koozie? Can you just picture it? I described this so well. If anybody can find me more of these, you'll be featured in my next 10 essentials video. I'm like, and Miranda, who found me my favorite essential koozie. You could be featured in my 10 essential people. Oh my gosh, we could do a whole series of these. It's my essentials, my stuff, my junk. The things that when I pass on, people should be fighting over, okay? They're like, oh, I really want her 5th grade coaster. Yeah, you can have it, I don't care. My essentials, my junk. My stuff that I love. Wow, I'm unflexible. Yeah. I think one of my essentials moving forward needs to be a yoga mat. I gotta stretch.